This is the Dino Kid, and this is his base right now. He literally only has a tarp over his head and a mat on the ground, which means his base is gonna need some improvement. So today, I'm gonna be making the biggest base for the Dino Kid, which also means I'm not gonna get any of the other kids, and instead, we only are gonna have the Dino Kid and a few beds. And speaking of beds, I'm gonna get the old bed first. And because the old bed looks just like the Dino Kid's tent, we'll start that out as the very beginning of his base. So, you're no longer sleeping on a mat, but you'll be sleeping in your very own bed. Most college kids are lucky enough to get this thing. Alright, we just got our fire level to 4. We're gonna need to get it all the way up to 6 to go get the best loot for this base. And we're gonna need to defeat a lot of strongholds to get a ton of cultist gems and coins for the furniture trader. Alright, so we're at the anvil place. I'm gonna try to get some loot from here, but we also need the hammer for base building. Alright, there we go. Just killed the cultists here. So now we can build the anvil. Gonna throw the front down there. Literally just do this and it lands. See, there we go. I'll take some leather armor and throw the anvil back down there, and it's complete. So we will have this for later whenever I do need the hammer. Alright, let's get the regular bed, sundial, compass we'll have to get 2 more scrap for. But as for the regular bed, we're just gonna put this right off to the side and we'll move it when we get a little bit more in our base. Sundial always goes behind the map. Alright, first day of the furniture trader being here, and I found the stronghold right behind him, so that's perfect. So let's see what he's got. 3 daisies, signposts. Think we're gonna have to buy the table and the red signpost for now, and some daisies because I do want to spend what I have right now, because the red signpost easily going to the Dino Kid's tent. Easily. Alright, we just beat our first raid, and we're also gonna get fire level 5 here. Use these logs I have off to the side, and that should be good. There we go. Alright, let's also place our red signpost right outside of his tent. Looking nice. We also do have a table here, so we'll put that over here. We'll have this as like a kid's dining table. I'm also gonna trade with the pelt trader. We can get old flashlight. I did not need that. Well, looks like I'm gonna do the wolf. Spear. I do need that, because today I can go to the stronghold and I think I could kill everybody if I'm careful. Alright, I just got 3 farm plots, but I'm not just gonna place them anywhere. We're gonna put them right next to the Dino Kid's tent, sorta like this, as his own personal garden. Now it may look bland right now, but we are gonna add so much to the garden, so just wait and see. Here's the thing though, this is not gonna be a small garden. I might leave it this size, I might not. Timmy is a Timmy? Oh, okay, he's hiding behind his bed. Bro, you gotta stop with that. Alright, furniture trader is back for the second time. Okay, he's got 1 legendary thing, colorful fairy lights double. I think this was in the thumbnail photo for the update, so we're gonna get it, and some of these other things. He has a ton of other things. Alright, we'll take all of these. Thank you, my good sir. I guess the only thing I don't want is the yellow. Actually, maybe I can put this to good use. We'll see. But now that my inventory is half filled with furniture, let me place some of this down. So we'll put this right in front of his tent, like this. Boom. Add a little bit to the tent. Alright, this should give us level 6. There we go. Fire is complete. Now we can really loot up. Alright, just finished looting the stronghold, or at least beating it. Get our experiment and oh, my bag is full. Be right back. I am really hoping to get the chainsaw out of this. That is what I need for building a base. Okay, tac shotgun isn't that bad. It'll help with the raids. At least it's not the riot shield. Hey, I also just hit 300 diamonds. That's insane. There he is for the 3rd time. Let's see what he's got. Not anything too crazy, so I guess we'll just buy out what he has. And there we go. Wait, 3 red rugs. I think he just gave me 3 red rugs. We can definitely use these. I'm gonna give him a little nightstand right here. Gotta make sure I place it the right way, looking this way. That's looking nice. And we do have the red rug, so I'm gonna put it right here in the front, just like this, and in the back, just like that. What in the what? This looks like a color illusion. Oh wait, it's the lights that are changing the color. Okay, so now I have to go get a hammer because I kind of put this here. But we also have some red camping chairs, so we're gonna put those around his base, just like one right here, and we can even put them on the carpet, I believe, just like this. All right. right, looking a lot better. All right, we're gonna put the hammer. There we go. We got the hammer. This will be super useful. We're gonna be moving the beds back here. I even have the giant bed now. Looks nice. A lot better than being over here. We're also gonna pick up the biofuel processor. We won't need it for right now. We're also gonna be taking these tables back. I have a different use for them. We're gonna use them as part of the farm. We're gonna put them like this, just like that, and you'll see what I'm gonna do with it later. I have a really good idea for this. All right, we just got our second clear and an absolute ton of coins. We're now up to 165. Really hoping to get the chainsaw here. We're gonna need it, or at least it's gonna be super helpful. Hey, let's go. Second try. I will take that. Furniture trader is here as well, so that's perfect timing. He's above our campfire, so I'm gonna drop off some stuff and then we'll go. All right, let's see what he's got. Okay, he's got some rares. I do need the trellises. That is what I really need. He has log benches. We could use those. Daisies, a blue pillow. Why not? We'll just buy out the furniture. Still have almost 100 coins left. So if I keep stacking up the coins, if something mythic or legendary comes, we'll be able to buy it. All right, he's back in town. Got two oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Wolf. He's got two sunflowers, purple signpost, another nightstand. We'll take that. Blue camping chairs, round wooden table. I think I know what I'm gonna do with these blue things that I've got. I think I'm gonna make maybe not a game room, but a hangout room. Dude, I know what I'm gonna do with this rug. Hold up. Oh, this is perfect. We're gonna place the rug kind of near the side, not next to it, but right there, kind of like that. Then the old bed on top of it. There we go. It's fairly center. Then we're gonna put the nightstands on both sides, just like that. Then we can take the red chair and we can put it kind of off to the side right here facing the bed, just as something that he might need. You know, he could read a book. He could, I don't know, have some kind of snack on the nightstand while he reads. He could use it to put on his socks, anything. All right, back to Mr. Furniture Trader. We did get a legendary Fairy Lights Arch, 2 blue pillows. I actually do want these now. Barrel, wooden chairs, purple camping chair. Buy out the entire stock. Thank you again, my good sir. Now, I have to show you guys what I've been doing so far at the base, because I have been grinding this out. Right here, we're stacking up all the stew in the world for the Dino Kid, because he needs to eat a lot of food. He's got to grow up to be big and strong. Then he's got his own table area here with stools. He then has his own little porch here with his own camping chairs. He could sit with a friend. He's got fairy lights in the front, little signpost, and rug in the back. Here is his new bedroom. 2 nightstands, bed, rug, little chair right here for whatever he needs. Then we have a room over here that I need to add to. Boom, there we go. We have a little hangout room over here. We have blue pillows that you could sit on, hang out here, always facing the table for, this one's like 45 degrees, but we got a bunch of seating here. Log, I gotta move that out the way. But overall, it's a very nice little resting area, hang out here. Bunch of saplings that I'm gonna use for the wall that we're gonna build. Bunch of logs because I just needed to move them out of the way, and I didn't feel like putting a bunch of storages here because I have so much wood. And so far, that's what we have. We have this oil drill as well. Pretty useful because we do need it for the fuel, but we are not done yet. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna make this base perfect for my boy Dino Kid. He's enjoying his bedroom. He just walked across his pillow with his dirty shoes. He's gonna have acne problems when he's older. Now, here's one thing you might not have known. It is in the crafting bench, so you might have seen it before, but you can craft torches for 6 scrap and 6 wood. So I'm gonna craft a ton of them. And every time you place one down, it actually makes your base larger. Now, I can't really see where my base starts, and there it is. There's the circle. So I can see it here. It's just barely past the pillow. But if I put a couple torches down, like I'll put one here, just put them in a little row like this. There we go. We place 5 down. Look how much farther it goes out. It is insane. So I think about this distance, we're gonna line up the saplings along the white line, which will give us a very good defense for our base. So we're just gonna have to start doing it like this. Just one sapling at a time. All right, another furniture visit. See what he's got. He got another legendary. We'll take that. He's got 2 fairy light doubles, 2 wooden chairs, wooden fences. I do need those. And purple camping chairs. I will take more of those. Once again, bought out his entire stock. So we're gonna take our fairy lights double, place this right behind his tent, give a little bit of symmetry. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the purple chairs and we're gonna incorporate them into the blue. That way it'll give it a little bit of contrast as well. All right, let's see what he's got to offer this time. Trellis, I did need that. Mossy fence, really needed that that too. And I can buy everything except for the daisies, but that's all right. All right, I've finally gathered all of the saplings, making a giant circle around this base. It isn't perfectly around the white circle because the white circle doesn't show up over here for some reason. And I also had to go around this rock, but it is time to start planting every single last one of them. It's gonna be the most satisfying thing in the world seeing this grow. Finger is literally like running out of energy right now trying to get all of these things planted. I'm spamming the E key as fast as I can. Almost done though. What in the world? Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't do it here, but I can do it around here. Okay, so there's just only a few saplings that won't plant. Just gonna move them aside like this, and we're gonna have to go get just a few more, like 3 or maybe 4 more, so 1 more big tree. All right, there we go. Let me plant these right here, and that's perfect. They're all literally growing in a circle right now. Oh wait, deer's hungry tonight. That's not good. Oh great, I'm about to die too. Barrel, red pillows, bean bags. I will take the bean bags, and I'm out of here, man. About to die. We're gonna take our pillows and we're gonna put them around this area. We have some purple bean bags as well. Put the purple bean bags back here. This is like the ultimate relaxation area. You could have 10 people over all at the same time. This is very nice. Now I'm wondering if the trees are gonna grow in the morning. It might be 1 extra day, or it might be this day. And yeah, we're on day 213 now. Keep in mind though, this is day 213 with only 1 kid. Oh, it did grow all at the same time. Perfect. But we are not done yet. We have to carve out a door. So I'm gonna do that right here. Let's see, is that big enough? I think it is. Gotta wait for these leaves to go away. Yeah, this is a perfect doorway right into this giant base. The base looks bigger with the trees around it than without it, but we can't just let the door be unprotected. So we're gonna put a defensive blueprint like this, 1 like this, because we can just walk right through it, and then 1 like this. But any enemies will not be able to walk right through it. All right, we're getting raided tonight, so this is the perfect opportunity to see how good the base does. Right now I'm just getting rid of the extra wood that I have, so we'll see. If I get disturbed, the base failed. If I get to do this in peace, then this works perfectly. Okay, perfect. Oh wait, what? They just walk right through? They're smart enough to see the door? Interesting. Maybe we're gonna have to put a shelf there, because that they will not walk through. Okay, I have no idea how these guys got in. I think the wall might have been too big. Like they might spawn inside of the wall. All right, we're gonna take this shelf and we're gonna put it right here. It even goes over the defensive stuff, so I can jump right over it, but they can't. All right, base is complete. Let me show you the tour. On day 231, this is what we have. A huge wall. Give me a minute. Wait, I actually want to test this out. Does it work now? They're hitting the barbed wire. That's exactly what I want. Okay, they're stacking on top of each other, but they're literally just dying to the barbed wire. That's perfect. Okay. I think they're still spawning in the base though. Yeah, some of them are definitely spawning inside, but at least that was a super easy raid. Like most of them died out here, and the few that were inside were a lot easier to deal with because of that. All right, here is the tour of the base. We have barbed wire outside to fend off any raiders. We have a lightning rod outside just because I don't want it inside. Well, I guess a lightning rod's going to be put to good use right now. We have a shelf blocking anyone from coming in except for us. We can just jump over it. Then we have a launch pad in case you want to get out of the base. You can do so really quickly. The entire wall of trees, if you haven't seen that already. Then when you walk in, you can see we have our crafting bench here full of so many cultist gems from all the raids, and our ammo crate just in case we need more ammo. But then you walk in and you see a farm and a half. We have a fairy lights arch right here, torches all around the farm, lighting it up, keeping the mosquitoes away. Then when you walk inside, you can see that we have a ton of carrots growing. We have our cook pot over here, some barrels, some stew if you would like it. Or in storage, we have, let's see, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54 minus 1. So we have 53 pieces of stew in storage in case you get hungry. But then moving on, we have our campfire. Very normal for all bases. But here's where we have the main man, the Dino Kid's entire fortress right here. Here he has a little table where he could eat some stew with his friends, just in case we run out of stew here or carrots or in storage. 5 stools, 5 stews, 1 round table, Knights of the Stews, very, very nice. Out front, he's got his own carpeted patio, 2 front lawn chairs. He's got lights in the front, lights in the back, and his own bedroom. He's got 2 wooden nightstands. He's got his own chair, a bed, a bookshelf with no books because all of the books caught on fire from the lightning. But in case he gets hungry and we run out of stew over here, and we run out of stew on the table, and we run out of carrots, and we run out of stew in storage, he has 2 emergency stew storages at night that he can eat if he gets hungry. Then over here, we have our hangout area for anybody to come over. We have a ton of chairs. We have the 3 blue pillows, 3 purple bean bags, 3 green chairs, 3 purple chairs, 2 blue chairs, 2 red pillows, flowers around, lights. We have a bunch of stews over here just in case anybody gets hungry. And don't ask me about what that stew's doing up there. But over here, we actually have a meeting of the stews where we have this one right here. His name is Stuart. And this one, his name's a little bit shorter, Stu. But I'm gonna let them get back to their meeting. Don't want to disturb. We have our oil drill back here, throwing oil barrels into the lake so that they can pile up. And finally, we have the 3 beds for anyone who wants to stay over if they need to. Now, I do need to set up one more complimentary stew because I actually did forget to replace this one here. But anyone who stays with us gets a complimentary stew on the house. We have our regular bed, our good bed, and our giant bed with lights. And that is the entire base built around the Dino Kid. Not everything is specifically Dino Kid themed, but hey, this is pretty much his base. There's literally no one else here but me. But let me know what you guys think of this base down in the comments. Rate it 1 to 10. I'm actually curious what you guys are gonna rate it. But thanks for watching, subscribe, and click on this video right here.